So I had a fellow Patreon supporter ask me, Alex, there was this girl in class that I liked. She was chasing me. I asked her out, and she all of a sudden she was busy. She asked me to hit her up next week, and I didn't. And she never hit me up. It's been 4 weeks and she hasn't hit me up. What's going on? Look, the purpose of pulling away isn't just to get them a chase. It's to reveal what's inside of them. A lot of times, 90% of the time that you pull away, they're never gonna start. They're never gonna chase you. 90% of the time, they're just not gonna chase you. You know, they're just not gonna chase you. Because pulling away, when we say work, pulling away only makes a girl like you more when the seed of liking you is already inside of her. You know how you know how you meet somebody and you don't know you're gonna like them, but then over a few days or even weeks, it could be men or women, like, you know, as friendships, you end up saying, oh wow, I like that dude as a friend. Oh wow, I like that girl. I would have never expected that I liked her. Why? Because there was actually a seed inside of you that had potential to like them. But then some people you meet and you never like them. Why? Because the seed to like them was never really there. 95% of the people you meet are not going to have that seed of liking you. And no matter how many times you pull away, they're never going to like you. Pulling away will only reveal to you how they feel about you. Pulling away will only reveal to you that they don't give a fuck about you. And that is valuable in and of itself, because a lot of the times we do a lot of things just to find out if they like us. And women, the last thing they'll show you is whether or not they like you. A lot of women would just do that just to get self-esteem off of you. You can't blame them for it. It's your fault if you fall for it. Okay? So, what I told this guy is, look, bro, it's not that it didn't work. It's that it worked. Because pulling away will either make the girl who has the seed inside of her to like you more, or it'll make the girl who has the seed who doesn't have the seed to like you to pull away. And that saves you time. Because let me tell you something, man. Chasing a girl who doesn't like you will make you, will ruin your relationships. It'll create needy habits. It's like imagine your first girlfriend was abusive. Imagine if your first girlfriend cheated on you, right? But she wanted you to get back with her. And let's just say you took her back. But now, since you're with her, you're afraid if she's gonna cheat again. You're afraid if she's gonna bang her personal trainer again. So you ask her, I need to have access to your phone. Or even you secretly install a software that allows you to see where she is. Yeah, people do that. And without you even knowing it, you develop this habit of stalking your exes, or even following where your girl goes without even knowing it. Almost like how it goes from daytime to nighttime, like seamlessly. You've turned into a toxic, controlling boyfriend, right? Or even you're chasing women who don't like you. They keep kicking the can down the road and saying next week, next week, next week. And so you become accustomed to chasing. You become accustomed to not learning to read between the lines, because you believe in the bullshit they tell you. Not now, I'm busy. And so you're like, okay, let me know. And you double text her and she responds because you double text her. So you begin to associate that if you double text a girl and put more pressure, that means she'll chase. And so you develop these needy habits. And that's why a lot of guys are needy, because they assume that a response or attention means it worked, right? Without you even knowing that a lot of times the attention you get is not interest. It's just her being an attention whore. It's not that they like you. It's just that attention, she does it so that you can keep chasing her. And so you begin to lower your standard and begin to assume that a response, or a positive response, no matter how long it took her to text you, is a positive thing. And so you get used to it. You'll begin to chase women who don't like you. And you'll surround yourself. You'll always be surrounded with women who don't like you. And that is not hard to do. It is not hard to surround yourself with attention whores. You're just never going to touch them. They'll become a fantasy you'll never be able to touch. But if you begin to open your eyes and pull away when a woman is acting disinterested, or is always hesitant, or is always busy, or is always kicking the can down the road to see you, you're not going to develop those needy habits. And you're going to demand more respect from women. Unfortunately, when you apply these strategies on women, like I said before, 90 to 95% of the time, they're never going to chase back. They're going to let you walk away because they didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck about you. They were just there for your attention. And it is your responsibility to see it. So when you pull away and she doesn't chase, don't say it didn't work. It worked. Now you know she doesn't like you. Now it's your responsibility to be a big boy and find somebody else. It's that simple. Because staying with somebody who halfway likes you, staying with somebody who settled for you, those people don't value you. And you're going to sense that they don't value you. And because they don't value you, you look for more validation from them to feel good. And it becomes a fucking habit. It happened to me. Don't let it happen to you. If she doesn't like you, fuck it, dude. I'm sorry. It's not going to work. Jack off, dude. It's not going to work. Chasing them will ruin future relationships. Does that make sense? Because that happened to me. That's what happened to me, unfortunately, man. Like, I like, when I was young, I used to think that if a girl doesn't say no, it wasn't a rejection. It means you got to try harder. And a lot of dating coaches preach that. A lot of dating coaches were preaching double texting women, which is kind of ridiculous. But no, don't you ever double text. Just because she responds, a lot of people will be, because it's just a lot of us get rewarded for double texting. You know, and so we get used to it. But women will see that as weakness. Even if they're responding to you, they'll just see you as weak, and they lose more respect for you. With some women, you have nowhere to go but down. In other words, nothing you do will make them like you more. But you could do things to make them lose more respect. I prefer to, so it's kind of like, let's just assume you have a girl in class. And she will never like you. Trying to make her like you will make her like you less. In other words, you have nowhere to go but down with some people. You have no leeway. So it's better off to just keep it at a level where they respect you and they don't see you as a needy person. Right? But the problem is that women a lot of the times give you hope. They'll give you that smile. They'll even say they want to see you. Give women one chance. The second chance, you're skeptical. Third chance, you're out. It's that simple. All right? All right, guys. So remember, just because you pulled away and she didn't chase you back, that don't mean it didn't work. It worked. She just didn't like you. Deal with it. Move on. That's life. All right? All right, guys. Okay, so if you consider yourself a nice guy, if you're the type of person that always gets played by women, is considered like a mama's boy, or you like assertiveness, or you've been bullied when you were a little kid, and so you develop some nice guy's tendencies, then I would highly recommend you check out my new course, Nice Guy. It's specifically made for just nice people in general. I'm a nice guy. I was a nice guy. I was a Bible teacher, for God's sake. I was a Bible teacher. It doesn't get any more nicer than that, okay? So in this course, I will teach you about the art of assertiveness. And if you just learn to become more assertive in a healthy and non-toxic way, what will happen is that men will respect you and women will bang you for the most part, okay? As long as women respect you and see you as a man, that's all that matters. So this course is more about how to embrace your masculine side. If a guy watches this, he'll embrace his masculine side. If a woman watches this, they'll embrace their feminine. This is a course specifically made to bring out your assertive self in a healthy way. So you're going to learn about the source of human aggression. You're gonna learn about how to assert yourself in terms of in a work situation, what to do if somebody disrespects you, how to know if somebody is disrespecting you or not. Because when you're a nice person, you assume that everybody has good intentions. So you can check out all of this. It's a pretty big course, but the size of the course, it doesn't matter. You can check out all of this for just $99. And if you don't like it, just ask for your money back, and I'll send you your money back. No questions asked. Not one time in my career have I ever rejected somebody's refund. So if you don't like it, it's a money back guarantee. This is the equivalent of buying a sneaker. Okay, it's a really good investment. So I'll see you guys inside. It's a 30-day money back guarantee, and you will not regret it, because after this course, you will learn how to become more assertive, and women will stop playing you. It's plain and simple, and that's all that matters. I'll see you guys inside.